Good morning. I just want to give a shout out to Fit and Fabulous and to Lizzie's Healthy Eating and Weight Loss. I just wanted to share a couple things with you this morning, and please bear with me for haven't scripted anything. This is a completely raw video, but I just wanted to share with all of you that are doing that are participating in the 90-day challenge. As for we do have some great prizes with a trip to Miami, all paid for by the owner, Ben Glinsky. You also are going to be getting if you win, you will also get a makeover and an opportunity to be on the new TV station channel, that the Fit and Wellness channel. But for those of you who are participating, I just wanted to kind of see how you all were doing. I just kind of wanted to share with you that one of my things that I am doing is I am in several different parks here in Nashville. This is by far one of my favorite, and I just want to kind of show behind. This is one of the things that I actually enjoy while I am out here doing my running and my walking. There are numerous people out here. There's different groups that are together, and you can kind of jump in wherever, get some workouts, get some running, get some walking done. But I kind of wanted to touch on, I hear a lot of people say, well, I just don't have the energy, or, I hear a lot of ladies talk about how, well, it's that time of the month for me, and I just don't feel like getting out there. And what I have to say to you ladies is those are excuses. They are just downright excuses. There is no reason, if there's any other time that you need to be out there, it is, yeah, we don't feel the greatest when it's that time. Yeah, we got the cramps, we've got the backaches, we've got this, and we've got that. But honestly, that is the time that you need to be out there. You need to be active. You need to work through those symptoms of our lovely Mother Nature. And you just need to be out there. The more active that you are, the better you're going to feel. We need to start cutting out excuses. I can come up with just as many excuses as the next person, but that's not going to get us anywhere. A lot of you have followed me since I started this a year ago, and I've lost 40 pounds in my first 90-day challenge, and I couldn't have done that with my excuses. I had to bite the bullet and I had to get out there. But I wanted to kind of touch on a few things. Something that I like, one of the other things is, people talk about cramps in the legs, and, they don't feel like, they don't like the feeling that they get when their body's aching. And I happened to actually come across a product that I got at a health and wellness store out in Orange, Virginia. And you can probably find it at just about any, natural vitamin shop, anything like that. But this is the product that I use. I don't know if y'all can see that and how well it is. But it's a proven old Amish formula. They do have a website, and if you just go in and just type in your search engine, proven old Amish formula, it'll pull up. But you just take a capful before you do your exercise regimen, and that one capful, and of course, it has vinegar, it has ginger, and it has garlic in it. It's not the best tasting thing in the world. You can dilute it in juice, you can dilute it in water. For me, get it done and over with as quick as possible. I just pour it in the cap, swish it back, and chase it down with water. It's that easy. In fact, my youngest son used it playing football last season. He complained about his legs aching. He complained about his arms, working out. This kid was never into working out, and so he was finding muscle aches that he didn't realize he could even possibly have. And when I found this product, I told him, I said, you need to start taking this before practice every day. And within 2 to 3 days, he was fine. Now, I will mention that the product is a little expensive. It's $16, but it's definitely worth the money. I'm actually on my third bottle. I have ordered it through their website. Great customer service. I've had no issues with them. Another excuse that I have found for people to say is that, now that we're into spring, people complain about how hot it is. They don't want to go out and they don't want to get overheated, or they don't want to this, or they don't want to do that. But let's be real. You go into the gym, what's going to happen? Yeah, they have air conditioning, but when you're working out, you're getting hot, you're getting heated, and you're still sweating. So, big deal. Again, it's another excuse, and it's not necessary. So something else that I have found, and I got this product at Five Below. That's it right here, and that is the cooling towel. And it's actually one of the neatest things in the world, and I absolutely swear by it. I take it with me at all times, but this is what it looks like. And the only thing that you have to do to activate it is just run it under water, or if you have your water bottle, squirt some water on it. Don't completely wring it out. You still want to leave some moisture in it. And believe it or not, it actually stays very, very cold. In fact, it gets cold enough sometimes that I don't even like to put it on my skin because it's that cold. But it works. You can put it, around the back of your neck. Sometimes, if I'm running, I'll stick it in my bra strap, or, so I don't lose it. One of the other things that is very important, and, we always talk about this in the groups, is we talk about our water. You have to get your water in. If you are 200 pounds, you should be getting 100 ounces of water a day. That is the minimum. For me, I want to say I get between 130 and 120 ounces. Sometimes it might be more than that. Honestly, I do tend to lose track because this is what I use to drink my water. It is about 46 to 50 ounces, and I probably go through, I probably lose count after the 10th refill, but I always have it in hand. And, my husband laughs at me because even if we're going out, or, we go out to dinner, we're just going shopping, whatever, I have that water jug with me, and he tells me all the time, why do you have to bring that bottle? Well, because, I want my water, and I have to have my water at all times. I also hear other people say, well, I can't afford to get in the gym. I'm sorry, you do not need a gym to work out. There are so many other ways. I have shared videos in the group. I have shared different pictures with different exercise regimens. You do not need a gym to work out. Just even a simple 30-minute walk. Start at a slow pace. And as you gradually go on, pick up the pace a little bit. Go to a fast-paced walk. Eventually, before you know it, you'll be running. I was never, ever a runner. My family will tell you, my husband will tell you, I was never a runner. I'm not full-blooded running now, but I'm running. Actually, as I've announced in the groups, that in August I have decided to run my first 5K. And like I was telling my mom the other day in a phone conversation, I don't know if, how dedicated I really will be to this, but darn it, I'm going to try. I have had numerous offers from different friends to do a race, and I've always turned it down because I've always said I'm not ready. Well, you know what? Here it is. You keep telling yourself that you're not ready, you'll never do it. You will never, ever do it. That is just the bold truth, that if you keep telling yourself that you will never be ready, you're never going to do it. That's just what it comes down to. And I had told myself that for the past year. I'm not ready. And of course, in the past year, I've not done it. But you know what? I'm ready. I'm going to try. As I tell my kids all the time, I can't, or I don't know how, it's not an option. If you don't know how, find somebody who's going to show you. And that's what we do here in the group. You know, I don't know everything, but I have sources and of people that I can go to. If I don't know something, I'm going to go to those folks and I'm going to say, hey, you know, I have a client in my group who had asked me a question. I'm not really sure how to answer it. This is the question. How, you know, can you give me some insight on it? So if you don't know and I'm not really sure, guess what? We're learning together. Because, you know, I don't know everything. I came into this, you know, at 250 pounds a year ago, wanting to change my life. Yeah, I need to be there for my kids. My health is, you know, it's important to me. You know, I look back at high school and I wasn't the skinny kid. I wasn't the obese kid, but I wasn't the skinny kid. And that makes an impact on somebody when people don't want to be your friends because you might have an extra 20 pounds of chunk, or you might have, you know, an extra 10 pounds of chunkiness, you know. And let's be real, kids are harsh in school. And, you know, here it is, you know, 15, 20 years later, and I'm doing something about it. You know, I've said, you know, in this next 90-day challenge that my goal is to lose the last 20 to 25 pounds. And I've had people say to me, you know, where do you need to lose that at? Well, you know, there's a lot of places. And, you know, in fact, my husband just said to me last night, he said, you know, I think you're losing a little too much weight. Well, honestly, in this 90-day challenge, we're only in day 8, but I'm already down 2 pounds. But I'm not going to get excited about that yet because, as we talked about in the beginning of the video, that, you know, when we talk about our cycles, you know, maybe it is more than that. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, I have to wait until the cycle is over and really see because, you know, us women know that we retain water during our cycle. So we will see. Skinny fiber has also been a big thing with my, you know, in my weight loss. Those of you who don't use the product, this is what the bottle looks like. It's, you know, suggested that you do 2 caps 30 minutes prior to your 2 largest meals. I do 3 caps actually. I do 2 30 minutes prior to lunch, and I do them. I do 3 prior to 30 minutes prior to lunch, and then I do 3 30 minutes prior to dinner. You know, I've had customers who take as many as, you know, 4. It all depends on your eating habits, what you're used to eating. You know, but the recommendation is 2 30 minutes prior to each meal. But then I've had some customers who tell me, hey, I can't take the 2 because it makes me so full that I can't really eat my dinner, or their lunch, which means they're not getting the accurate amount of calories that they need to lose the weight. So, you know, in that sense, then we drop them down to 1 capsule, and we see how that does. But I just want to challenge you guys, and those of you who are participating in the 90-day challenge and are receiving the emails that we get every week. As you know, the owner of Skinny Body Care is doing a weekly challenge, and this week he has challenged that we cut out all sugar. Try to eliminate it completely. I mean, I know in fruits and things like that, that's natural sugar. But the sugar, like if you're adding sugar to your coffee or you're adding sugar to your oatmeal or whatever, you know, cut it out. Because what happens is, you know, we put that sugar into our bodies, and what it does is it gets stored as fat. So those of us who are doing this challenge, we're trying to get rid of fat. We don't want to add to it. So I challenge each of you, and even if you're not doing the 90-day challenge, you know, this doesn't pertain just to the participants of the 90-day challenge. You know, some of you are doing Atkins, and some of you are doing Weight Watchers. I challenge you all as well. You know, or maybe you're not doing anything at all, but you're just trying to eat clean and just trying to exercise a little bit on your own. I challenge you as well. Let's get the sugar out. Um, Shiona, who is a fabulous admin, and I'm so glad that I've added her. She did a 21-day challenge and cutting out sugars and cutting out carbs and cutting out junk food and cutting out soda and everything else. And Shiona, I'm sorry if I forgot anything, sweetheart, but it's been great. Um, if you're having a hard time losing weight, let's start cutting out the carbs. And the best way to start with that is start cutting out the bread. I will be the first one to tell you that breads are my weakness. They are totally, entirely, wholehearted my weakness. We sit down for dinner. We would have dinner rolls, or we would have a little mini loaf of bread every single night for dinner. I'm the one who, and I wonder where my kids get it from, but I'm the one who could just randomly go to the kitchen and just grab a slice of bread out of the bread bag and munch on it. And you can't do that. You don't need all those carbs. My husband is a steak and potatoes guy. He wants fried potatoes with this, or he wants this, or, let's have mashed potatoes. And, of course, I don't do a lot of things out of the box. I don't like anything out of the box. A lot of things are made from scratch. So, if he wants mashed potatoes, hey, guess what? I'm in the kitchen peeling and boiling and smashing and everything else, but we've had to cut back. In fact, I can't even tell you the last time that I even bought a sack of potatoes. My husband is using the skinny fiber. He's not as faithful as I am. In fact, he'll go about 3 weeks, and then he's off for about 2 weeks, and he just forgets. And then he tells me I'm ragging on him because I'm like, hey, you need to take your skinny fiber with you, or this or that or whatever. He's down about 10 pounds, and hey, that's great, but, we need to get consistent. Don't start a great workout regimen or, a great diet and then say, oh, well, I'm on the road for 2 days, or, this or that, and, well, I'll get back on track when I get home. No, you can't do that, because what's going to happen is when you come home, you're going to stick on that bad habit, and the next thing you know, 2 and 3 weeks have gone by, and you're trying to figure out why you feel like crap, and it's because you never got back to your original regimen because you slid back. As my job in the support group is to help you all out where you need it. I'm there to motivate, any advice, any suggestions, anything that I can give you guys. That's what I'm here for. Please do not feel that you can't message me. I think a couple times I've even posted my phone number, and when I get home after my workout, I can post it again. Please, by all means, you have any questions or you need any help or any advice, if you need somebody to call you once a week just for motivation purposes, I can do that. That is not a problem. In fact, I have a girl in Lizzie's Eating and Healthy Weight Loss, who has recommended that I call her once a week. She knows, and she's flat out told me, I need that. I don't have anybody here. She's a great friend from back home where we used to work together, and she said, I don't have anybody back home, to do that, and I said, hey, I can call. You might get irritated with me sometimes, but I can call you and I can do that. I'll send you messages. Whatever your preference is, I am more than happy to help you. There is nothing greater than to help somebody get their life back. Get those pounds off so you can be healthy, so you can be there for your family, for your kids, I have another great friend who, I'm not going to mention her name. That is to her discretion if she wants to pipe in, in the comments. But she goes in next month for gastric bypass. I feel, different ways about the procedure, but in her situation right now, that's her only choice. And she has 3 young, beautiful children. She has a special needs child who is the youngest, and I believe that he is 4, if I'm not mistaken, might be 3. Um, but she needs to be there for her babies. And right now, this is her only option. And, like I said, I have my different opinions about the procedure, but when that is your only option, I give kudos to her because she's made that choice to be there for her children and to watch her children grow up and to be there for that child who so desperately needs her to be there for the rest of his life. And, these are things that we just have to do. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it because, your husband thinks that you're overweight. Don't do it because your friends say, well, if you lose 5 pounds. No, you need to do it for yourself. You need to want to do it for yourself. Because when you do it for yourself and you start to feel better about yourself, then you're out there, you're doing more things, and you're just enjoying life. And now I feel like I'm just kind of rambling on, but I just wanted to do just a little short video, and I'm sorry that I've gone, 20, 25 minutes on this thing. But I just wanted to share some of the things with you. And again, if you guys need any advice, any motivation, anything, please just, message me. I can give you my phone number. If you need those weekly calls or, I don't care if you even need a call every day saying, hey, let's get off the couch, let's get in the gym. If that's what you need, that's what I'm here for. So let's rock this out. And anybody who was interested in the 90-day challenge using the Skinny Fiber, it's not too late to get in. It's not too late to get your product ordered. I can give you, if you choose to sign up, I can give you some pointers and some different things to kind of help speed up the process so you can catch up. I was just informed in a conference meeting the other night that, as long as you get your order in before the end of April, that you can still qualify for this challenge. So, I challenge you guys, let's rock this out. Who doesn't want an all-paid-for trip to Miami and a full makeover and opportunity to be on TV? So, I challenge each of you to, let's rock it out. Let's get with it. Find yourself a good workout buddy, whatever you need to do. But I want you guys to know that I'm here for you. I will give you whatever support that you need, any help, like I said. If I don't have the information, I have resources to go to, and I will get that information for you. So with that being said, I want you all to enjoy your beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.